Alright, dudes. Alright, this is what we're going to do. We're going to make some twat roll-ups today. Well, I'll tell you the ingredients you're going to need. First thing you're going to need is a bag of wet chicken. Okay, what I mean by wet chicken is defrosted and it's always wet. And we know what wet chicken means. And I'm looking forward to it. Wet chicken, I don't know how much that is, 2 pounds. So you need some of that. And this is going to be a side dish to go with it. These are a penny macaroni, or Italians call it macaroni. Other people call it pasta. It's pasta. Penny pasta, number 40. Don't matter what number you get, but that's going to be a side thing. That's going to be real quick and pretty cool. You need a package of bacon. Get something good like Smithfield or Hormel. Hormel's my favorite bacon, but I can't find it all the time. And you got to go to the deli. And I know if you live in certain areas, they really don't have delis, but just in case they don't, I want to make 2 different kinds for people that can get the stuff and people that can't get the stuff. So I know everyone can get bacon, and I know everyone can get Swiss cheese. Alright? Now for people that can go to a good Italian deli, you want to get a 1/4 pound of prosciutto, which it's like a real fancy ham. It's really delicious, man. And you want to get a 1/4 pound of sharp provolone, sharp. Okay? So we got Swiss, prosciutto, sharp provolone, and bacon. We're going to make 2 kinds of twat roll-ups. 2. Okay? One that everyone can make, and one that the people on the East Coast or wherever have a lot of Italian delis can make. Let me turn my cell phone off because you guarantee it's going to ring. Now, another thing I wanted to catch you up on. No offense to anybody in North Carolina, especially Bill. He's one of my best friends, but I gotta say something. I was talking to Bill on the phone about it, and thought it was pretty funny, but it's not funny. My favorite show in the whole world is the ID channel. I can watch that friggin' channel all day. All day. And that other show called I Survived. It's on every Sunday night. All these shows are about crazy ass people wiping each other out over jealousy, drugs, whatever. And for some crazy reason, I don't know why, every time I'm watching the ID channel, it seems like it, they always have a story from North or South Carolina. I'm like, Bill, is it me, or am I crazy, or what? Out of 10 episodes, not lying to you, out of 10 episodes, I swear on my mother, and she's deceased, 4 of them shows, 4 out of 10, they're coming out of North Carolina. What's going on in North Carolina? So I was watching, and that was the ID channel. Then I was watching I Survived, the new one this Sunday, and this black lady got thrown in the trunk and shot 7 times and drug in the woods and all this shit. Fayetteville, North Carolina. I said, what the fuck is going on down there? So, if I ever go and meet Bill, or visit Bill, I will be bringing this. That's my North Carolina kit right there. And just kidding. Just figure I'd display that for you. And don't get me wrong, they have stories on Philadelphia and New York, but you would think it would be all the time, Philly and New York and Chicago and Detroit. It's crazy. It's a lot of it's down in North Carolina. I don't understand that. I don't know, dudes. I don't know why it is like that. Anyway, I love North Carolina. It's a beautiful place to live, but damn. Go for a visit. You might want to bring some of this with you. That's my AR. I got it all back to normal again. My particular taste, I like that handguard, because I put a lot of work into this gun. The other handguard's great too. If I get another AR, I'll use the other handguard from AB Arms. But I just want to display that for you guys that are building your ARs that might like the AB Arms handguard also. But I got that all back together. It's my DPMS AR and my Glock 27. And I want to show you, a friend of mine sent me a little extension for this Glock 27. Now this is cool. Now it's not a pinky extension. Let's make sure it's clear. Yep. I got a 3.5 pound trigger in it. It's not really a pinky extension. What it does is it goes in between your pinky and your ring finger, and it keeps your ring finger steady. So if I hold the gun, see it? Like that. So it keeps your ring finger from having that awkward feeling. It keeps your two fingers together nice and firm, gives you more stability and more confidence when you're aiming and pointing the gun. It feels really good. And another guy that told me about these is Robbie G TV. He's very knowledgeable with Glocks. Robbie G is, and he's a class act. He's a cool dude, and he's been telling me for the longest time, Pete, you got to get that extension on there. You're gonna love it. You're gonna love it. And I was going to order it, but before I did it, a buddy of mine sent me one. See that? I guess I'm adorable. Alright, let's get on with this cooking video. There's all your ingredients. That's everything you're going to eat. I'm not counting spices or nothing. We'll get to that. Alright, let's get this rolling. This is going to be fucking long. Alright, there's my wet chicken. When you take the chicken out of the packets, rinse them off with cold water, get all that fucking salmonella juice off of there. You know what I mean? All that slimy juice. I wonder if salmonella was named after some fat Italian guy. Don't it sound like that? Salmonella? No? Next thing you know, they'll have another thing with pork called Al Pacino. Anyway. I'm going to trim it up. I'm going to trim all the fat off it, and I'm going to fillet it real thin. Okay? I'm not going to show you every step because I'm sure you guys are capable of using a sharp edge weapon or a knife. Because we want to keep the video short, you know, short and sweet and fresh, alright? So, my past cooking videos are way too long. Alright, let me get this all cut up, and then I'll show you what it looks like when I'm done. Yo, I got my chicken filleted, and you want them real thin, maybe a 1/4 inch thick. And you know, you don't have to pound the chicken. You can pound your chicken, but it's not necessary to pound your chicken with this because it's going to deep fry this shit. But if you pound it, it's really not necessary. It's still tender. You can if you want. I wouldn't. Alright, so we're going to make two types. We're going to make two of the Italian version, two of, I guess you would call it American version. So I'm going to do two. One of each. And we'll do the American version first. What you want to do is get your Swiss cheese here, like this. Alright. And fold it. Then, I'm going to get a friggin' piece of bacon. Like that. Oh yeah, bacon always makes it right. Alright. And that's it. You don't want to put too much in there because you got to roll the thing up. Now we'll make the Italian version. You get a piece of prosciutto. See, prosciutto looks like bacon, but it's real thin. It's like a real expensive ham. And it's real salty. Man, is it good. I mean, it literally, when people use that term, melts in your mouth, this shit actually melts in your mouth. So you want to put on the same amount of prosciutto as bacon. And they slice it real thin. That's the way you want to get it. You might be able to get it, man. These days, this stuff makes it all over the country. Just like that. Damn, is that good shit. Now, piece of sharp provolone. Fold it. I don't want too much. Fold that bad boy. And that's it. Now what I'm going to do is roll the pricks up, put a friggin' toothpick through it. Alright, let me show you. 2 toothpicks down, get low on these. Damn, fucking toothpicks are in half. What the hell's going on around here? Alright, I'm going to roll this up. Damn. Whew. And Twat is definitely a good name for this shit. Alright. And just stick a toothpick to it. Now we're going to be dipping this in egg batter, and what you do is you use a toothpick to dip it in. Just like that. And another fucking... For this one. Roll this one up. Damn. Too bad no one's here to enjoy it. Alright. Like that. Make sure you put the toothpick in there real good. It's got to hold it together because you're going to be doing a lot with this stuff. And that's it. That's the bacon one. That's the Italian one. And then I'm going to do these other two off camera. Then I'll show you what we're going to do to them next. Pretty friggin' neat. Give you a little close up because this camera can get close up. Oh yeah. Alright. Got my 5 Twats on the cutting board. They're all rolled up, ready to go. There's 2 with Swiss and bacon. There's 2 with sharp provolone and prosciutto. And next to that, there's 5 eggs scrambled up. And then next to that, there's a big bowl of breadcrumbs with a ½ a cup of Parmesan cheese mixed in the breadcrumbs. Don't forget to do that. Adds a lot of flavor. And then on the stove, we got almost a 3/4 of a pot of oil. Could be that's vegetable oil. You can use peanut oil, whatever you want to use. To me, it's all the same to me. And a lot of people use peanut oil. And what I'm going to do is get one of the roll-ups, dip them in the egg, bread them in the second bowl, and then drop them in the oil. So as soon as that oil gets hot enough, I'll show you how to do that and when to take them out. I think the oil's hot enough now. I just had a little water on my finger, flicked it in the pan, and if it makes that noise, it's okay. The oil's hot enough. Just get a little water, and that means it's hot enough. Okay. Let me turn this around so I can see my ugly gut. Wrong way, scumbag. This way. There you go. Alright, see what I'm doing here? I think so. Alright. Alright. Here we go. I'm getting my little Twat. Hit me with a wet Twat. With that bad boy. Now when you scramble your eggs, don't add water or milk. You want the eggs as thick as they can be, okay? Some people, I usually add water to the eggs because it makes them light and fluffy and all that shit. But not with this. Keep them just regular. Alright, dipping them in there. Then I'll bring it over to the breadcrumbs. And we're just going to do 1. Then that's it. Then you're going to get the idea. But I'll show you the end result when it's all done. Okay. Make sure you get the breadcrumbs in the ends and the open ends real good. Like that. See now? I'll just bring it over. Oh yeah, now it's fattening. Here comes the fat. It's like a friggin' funnel cake, but it's chicken, you know? Speaking of funnel cakes, we should make them one day. Need to get a plate. What the frig? Let that bubble for a while. Get a plate and put some friggin' napkins on it. Forgot to do that. Okay. Let me zoom up because you need to see what the color it needs to be if you don't cook a lot. So I'll leave it right there. Get yourself some tongs. I need these. This is what I need when I have dingleberries. When you have an ass as hairy as mine, you need to remove your dingleberries with a set of these fuckers. Shouldn't talk about that, but this is the Armory channel. And it's not going to be some gay, politically correct channel, because that is gay. And boring. It's looking good. And remember, you're not cooking it in the oil, you're just browning it. You gotta cook it the rest of the way in the oven. This bad boy right here. Let me see what I'm doing here. Okay. Almost. A couple more seconds. These are good, man. You can make these before your wife gets home or something, you'll impress her. You might get late. You might. Depends how long you've been married. Alright. That looks good. Look at that. See that? Let's check that out. Oh my God. Jessica Biel's ass combined with Jamie Presley's ass. Alright, that's how you do it. That's it. That's the color you want right there. And you just repeat the process. Alright, I'm going to do the other 4. And then I'll show you what's next. Alright. There's my 5 rolled up twats. And that one on the right, the real big one, reminds me of some fat girl I met in a bar one time. Yeah, I had like 7 beers. That's a lot for me, so give me a break. Now what you got to do is, they're all brown. They're not cooked though. Remember, there's bacon inside there and all. Let's get a close look on this. Oh my God. You should smell it. They're not cooked all the way, so what we got to do is go over here. That is one badass toaster oven, dudes. That's a toaster oven, and it's a real good one. I got it at Best Buy. I'm going to put it on about 20 minutes, maybe a little more than 20 minutes, and put it on about 350. Wait for it to preheat. Well, if it's got to preheat, put it on like 23 minutes, because you need to give it a chance to get up to temperature. Then I'm going to put the twats in the oven. Okay? After the twats are in the oven, they'll be in there for 20 minutes, and then I'm going to show you, because you got to have something with this. I'm going to make penny pasta with a vodka sauce real fast. I ain't going to get into it. I'm just going to show you how to do it real quick, and it goes real good with this, man. Alright. Alright, see you soon. Alright. Okay, I'm done cooking them twat rolls, and now I'm going to show you how to make a quick vodka sauce. Now, if you don't feel like making sauce, like long and all that shit, believe it or not, when I'm in a pinch and I don't feel like making, you know, spaghetti sauce from scratch, America Choice jarred sauce is pretty good. It don't taste like fucking V8 juice or real sweet. It has a real homemade taste to it, but you still gotta doctor it up. You still gotta cook it for a while. Add some salt, pepper, garlic powder, a little bit, like a half a teaspoon of sugar, and let it cook for a good, about a pot that size, about a good 40 minutes on low. Yeah, alright, so you don't want it to taste like jarred sauce. So I got that to where it's like homemade. Alright, but we're gonna make vodka sauce. Here's how you make vodka sauce. This shit is good, man. All you do is get a little bit of, for about that size, a pot that size, just get a little bit of vodka. Just a little. That's all. That was a lot. Put a little bit of that in there, and you get some half and half. Little half and half. Stir it up, and it should look like a creamsicle color, like a light orange. I told you that color orange follows me, man. The flyers, my logo, and it's funny. Alright, just keep nice, way to go. Numb nuts. See, I'm in a fucking hurry, so just mix that like that. So it's all one color. That's a vodka sauce. That's how simple it is. What it does is it makes it more like a creamy, makes it real creamy, you know what I mean? And it really sticks to the pasta when you put it on it. It's really good, man. That's all you gotta do. That's it. All I gotta do is get that hot enough to where it's just hot, because it's pretty much all cooked. I'll just leave that in there. And then show you the color it should look. Kind of like that. Orange, like a real light orange. And that's it. Got my water boiling for the penny pasta. I'll put it all together, show you what the whole friggin' plate looks like. Alright, see you soon. Alright dudes, there's the end result. Looks really good. The sauce is nice and light orangey. Got some Parmesan cheese on top of there with some parsley flakes. I like parsley because it's not real strong seasoning, and it's nice to put some like green on there, gives it some color, you know what I mean. Actually, when your food looks good, believe it or not, it feels like it tastes better. It's psychological, but that's the truth. So I mean, that's what commercials do to you. That's how they suck you into buying shit. They make that shit look so good. So that's it. That's the end result. Remember, when you take your pasta out of the pot, I always tell this to people, because I see people doing this. I'm like, what the hell are you doing? Do not rinse your pasta off with water. Do not do that. Just drain it, get all the water out that you can, shake it, and dump it right in a bowl. You don't want to rinse the starch off the pasta, because that stuff's kind of like a kind of pasty, and that's a good thing, and it makes the sauce, you know, stay on the pasta. It makes it taste better. Okay, you know, the more wrong things that are in there, the better it tastes. Okay, we're not on a fucking diet here. So there it is. Let me know what you think of the result. If you guys make it, do a video response, and I'd love to see your dish. And there it is, one of each. One has bacon in one, and Swiss cheese, and the other one has prosciutto and sharp provolone in it. See you later, dudes.